My name is James Rowlands, and in 2015 I started the WNR podcast with my friend
Dan White. And every month we bring you the latest collections, newest content, 205 Live and the crown jewel of the WNR NXT update.
Also each month the latest pay-per-views, and we are live not only for the Big Four but every takeover as well.
Plus, in 2019, we go back 20 years and witness the Attitude Rise and the WCW's demise.
Until we've watched everything, we are with you, and we are the WNR. Yes, hello, I am Jeff Rose. Always I'm joined by
Dan White.
And today it's the WNR226. It's Super Showdown. Now, Dan, are you looking forward to this event?
I am absolutely looking forward to it. There's a few good matches on the cards. You've got Andrade versus the Demon, Balor. Hopefully Andrade puts up a bit of a fight. You've got the best in the world going against Shane McMahon. And you got, obviously, Triple H and Orton and Undertaker versus Goldberg.
Yeah, very, very intriguing as we get started. Before we do anything, let's start with the alternate intro. I come from a land from a faraway place where the caravan camels roam, where it's flat and immense and the heat is intense. It's barbaric, but hey, it's home. When the wind's from the east and the sun's from the west and the sand and the glass is right. Come on down, stop and buy, hop a carpet and fly to another Arabian night. Arabian nights is Arabian. More often than not, are hotter than hot in a loss of good ways. So it is Saudi Arabia, and we are here. But, I mean, there's personal pride on the line as well, because we go for every pay-per-view together. And, of course, we talk about the Prediction League as well. And at the moment, Dan won't like me bringing it up, but we do a Prediction League for NXT events, which Dan is leading at the moment 3-2.
You've somehow completely left that off the end of the NXT TakeOver 21st for some strange reason. I don't know why that happened.
Yeah, I've got to say I did forget to put it on. Dan, you did win the NXT TakeOver, our last event, and you are 3-2 up about that. Not as good. I am 5-1 up at the moment as we head into Super Showdown, and bonus points 23-21. But we have also got cashing cards that we do use, and Dan, you have used yours, haven't you?
Well, the first one obviously happened during Money in the Bank. The winner cashed in. Bailey won the title, and I used mine last Monday because Paul Heyman told me he was going to cash it in, but obviously he didn't. He said he'd wait until Friday night, which is tonight, for Super Showdown.
Yeah, exactly. So that
I presume you have used your cashing card for tonight then?
I have not used my cashing card for tonight.
Do you know something we don't?
I do not know that, but I have gone and have thought from the very start that Lesnar will cash in on the very first episode of SmackDown on Fox in September.
So is that you officially placing your cashing card down for the very first episode of SmackDown in September?
Yeah, so when I'm wrong, when he cashed in tonight, you can laugh at me, Dan. But, you know, like I said, we'll play for points. But we started off, and what better way than with the kickoff?
Yes, well, Charlie Caruso, David Utunga and Beth Phoenix, they're not in Saudi Arabia. They're in New York in their studio. They run through the card in very, very great detail, and they build it up to be even bigger than WrestleMania.
I wonder if it is bigger than WrestleMania.
But we are going to be featuring the biggest battle royal in the world.
In a 50-man battle royal we got coming up. It was an awful kickoff show, wasn't it? Really, you know?
It was. Yeah, it's nothing like our kickoff shows. No. They didn't have any elephant or F1. No shout outs to their loyal followers, listeners, watchers, and reviewers. Nothing like ours. But, you know, not everyone can be as big as a WNR. Without
a doubt, but we do start off with our first match here, and it is on the kickoff, and it's a Revival versus Usos, and of course we do predictions, and we open up our predictions right now. Scott Dawson in there with Jey Uso to start. I've gone for the Usos.
Well, it's our first prediction and our first difference, because I've gone for the Revival. I think they're the better team. they definitely could get the better rub getting a victory here. And, could this be put down as effectively a number one contenders match?
You would hope so, because the talent of these two teams, and at the moment the problem is they're kind of being used in the Shane McMahon Roman Reigns feud, and like I said, there's so much more talent involved that these two teams definitely deserve to be involved in the tag team titles. There's no denying their talent.
Yes, and have you noticed in the Saudi crowd there's no the millionaires seats on the camera side? They're not. They're actual fans as opposed to just Saudi Arabian billionaires sat there on their phones.
Do you think they got complaints probably about last show about how it kind of looked in the way, and they were like, right?
I think they've had more than a few complaints about these shows in Saudi Arabia, but we're not going to go into that. We're just going to focus on the action that's happening in the ring.
Doubt. And it is good action at the moment as Usos look to be in control.
His shirt ripped off his back. Feed it to the fans? No, they're just going to throw it on the...
And there's no denying how talented the Revival are as a tag team as well. They've been multiple our tag team of the year, haven't they? These past few years.
Yeah, and the Usos again. We always shout them in praise as well. They've had some great matches, especially their series with New Day. These four guys are definitely capable of having a very, very good match.
And I got credit. The crowd seems to be into it. A good thing. I know WWE signed a 10-year contract, but it's good to see. But just go back to Usos. I know. Where would you kind of rate the Usos now? I think, we did our top tag teams. I think the Usos, for me, keep going further and further up the list because they keep not reinventing themselves, but having great feuds with other teams, and always have great matches.
Yeah, well, if you're doing current tag teams, I think they're, in the top 5, definitely. Of all time, they're definitely breaking it.
The Usos, what we see, I think the problem is not other tag teams around to kind of give them the great tag team feuds of the New Day, but they always seem to be putting on a show. You talk about tag teams and WWE's desire not to use them. The Usos have kind of been the focal point.
Oh, indeed, yes. But do you think that's because of who their dad is and who their cousin is, or do you think that's just because they are that talented?
I think we've seen as well how much talent that they've got when you consider they came in with Tamina with a face paint as their faces, and we thought, oh god, how far they're going to go, turn themselves heel, and they kind of reinvented themselves, the Uso Penitentiary, and they are entertaining to watch. It's not like a case of a Shane McMahon, so to speak. It's a case of let's talk about best tag teams in the world. Usos definitely on that list. As Revival want to be on that list as they're working well as a team, stopping Jimmy from getting out.
Definitely up there. I mean, as far as talent goes, yeah, they've got it in bundles, but I don't think WWE kind of sees what talent they've got.
Yeah, I think without a doubt is Jimmy got the insecurity. Now he gets a tag into Jay.
Jay running through Dawson.
And he's on fire, baby.
Samoan drop.
Well, Dawson finds himself in the corner in a precarious position.
Jay comes charging in. A variation of his dad's stink face, just with a bit more speed.
Goes for the cover, but no, Dawson managing to kick out.
Ah.
But this is the problem with the team division at the moment, because I was trying to think who the tag team champions are. I'm sure the Usos were. I completely forgot about Hawkins and Ryder. They're not being used. Where have the Viking War Raiders experience gone after leaving NXT? It's like, what's happening on Raw at the moment?
Well, again, what happened to the Authors of Pain? What happened to Sanity? There's a lot of tag teams that have kind of gone under the radar. We should actually have a brilliant tag team division, and it's just not.
I understand the talent is definitely there. As Jay comes off top and gets a two after a diving crossbody on Dawson. He's not been able to get out yet, and he finds himself in the corner again.
Jay comes charging in, but Dawson's pulled out of the way by Dash, looking for a Samoan drop, but he gets the backslide. Small package from Jay.
And that's it. Come on, ref. Turn around. 1, 2, 3. Usos have won this.
No. Very wise distraction there from Dash Wilder. A huge spine buster to Jay with a kick out.
Oh. Well, Jay showing his toughness, but so the Revival. We've not had the best in this match.
No, but Jay's one shatter machine away from losing.
No, I think that's what they're discussing right now, putting it to an end. And they're going to double team now.
A backflip out of it from Jay. Jimmy gets a tag in. Stereo Uso Insiguris and a super kick. Dawson catches one though, but gets caught by Jay. And then both Jimmy and Jay.
And Stereo kicks, and then Stereo kicks to Wilder. Go for the cover, get the win. Yeah, what a way to start. I always love these Saudi Arabian events. I don't know if I've ever mentioned. Not a bad way to start, and I'm surprised it the Revival lost, I won't say that easy, but Dan, what are your thoughts?
I would have been happy with another 5-6 minutes because, these two teams have definitely got what it takes in the ring to put on an absolute spectacle of a match. Revival, yeah, they might have gone down a bit easy, but it wasn't a bad match.
No, without a doubt. So that is it for the kickoff, and we start off with the points, and I go 1-0 up as we start with the main show promo. So, Dan, what do you think of the opening promo?
It wasn't bad. It was, just a big highlight package of everything that's gone on through the matches and the rivalries that are building up towards tonight. You can't really build up too much the 50-man battle royal. They showed you flashes from what happened between Undertaker and Goldberg when they was calling each other out on Raw and SmackDown, and the Corbin Rollins match. The Andrade battle, it showed a bit between their rivalry as well, and it also showed quite a bit of the Reigns versus Shane feud and how them two have kind of come together, and obviously the Triple H Orton match.
Yeah, and another thing I do like is the fact of the fireworks and everything like that, because I know they don't use them in the events in America now, but I still think it kind of gives like a grand staged appeal to it, as we saw the opening fireworks there.
Just loads of massive areas where it is empty.
No, it's not a good camera shot to see there. Would you think they're more expensive seats on the floor than just around the stadium?
They would be, yeah. Well, why is it just so empty in them certain areas? I know, obviously, towards the corners, you've got the massive pillars where the lighting rig is.
It's interesting to see what happens as we get not a bad burn it down. We get the flames coming from the stage as well. But Rollins is coming out here with the belt around his waist. But that's not all.
No, he's got his ribs bandaged up as well from that vicious assault that Brock Lesnar put on him with the steel chair on Raw.
And do you think Rollins a little bit by thinking about Lesnar? Because like you said, Lesnar has promised to cash in and maybe take his eyes off Corbin. Could Corbin cause the ultimate upset here tonight?
He could do, yes. No, he's not.
No, but I'm saying he might.
No, there is obviously potential of that, but I don't think it's going to happen here tonight.
Well, Corbin.
So we see Renee Young on commentary.
Yeah.
That's very, very interesting, James. How did they manage to swing that one, do you reckon?
She did it last year, so I guess it was a kind of agreement with the government to be allowed. But there were rumours about another women's match taking place, or a women's match taking place.
Alexa Bliss versus Natalia. They've actually flown out there with them, and it wasn't until like a few hours before this started that the match was, you're not going to have it. That was kind of it.
All right, so prediction-wise, we get the introductions. Dan, who have you gone for in this match?
I have gone for Baron... No, I haven't. I've gone for Seth Rollins.
I'm about to say, if you go fucking Baron Corbin, I too have gone the Beast Slayer, Seth Rollins, and Baron Corbin. Not only retired Kurt Angle at WrestleMania, but now getting a Universal title opportunity.
This actually annoys me because, Baron Corbin, he's kind of playing off things that happened ages ago.
Well, that's what he is. Corbin is a massive twat. I think Irish.
Nah.
So here we go. The bell rings, and we're going to get Universal title underway. Much like WrestleMania, where the first match was Rollins beating Lesnar, and Corbin now is going to look to put it Rollins' way. But credit to Corbin, he looks alright in the Money in the Bank, even though he's such an annoying twat. But does that help the character?
No, I think, the character of Corbin needs to go back to his lone wolf kind of gimmick. That's where he was at his best. This corporate fucking suit-wearing twat, it was fun while he was general manager, but he's anything at all now, just like wearing his suit in the ring and being an idiot.
Yeah, and I think this is the thing. It just doesn't look right, does he? But he's not been doing too bad recently. He's found himself with a big opportunity tonight, as he's already looking to work on the damaged midsection of Rollins.
Rollins up with a high drop kick, takes down Corbin, kind of puts it back to a stalemate between these two. As Corbin sends him over the top rope, but Rollins lands on the apron. Shoulder to the midsection as Rollins looks to springboard in, but gets his legs swept.
Talk about, top 50 wrestlers. Rollins is one of these guys who keeps building a reputation. You talk about what he's won and what he's done in his career. Not many men can say they've won Money in the Bank, Royal Rumbles, WWE title, Universal Championships. And Rollins is going at that. It's kind of going under the radar a little bit as well in a weird way.
It is, but they're kind of putting Rollins in your face, but they're not shoving him down your throat.
Yeah. He's always seems to be involved in a kind of major storyline.
Major storyline. Do you think there will become a time where they get annoyed with, well, I say they, the fans or the smarts, get annoyed with Seth Rollins, and it's kind of like they're giving the Roman Reigns treatment, or do you think he's always going to be someone that's universally liked?
I think because of Roman Reigns being around, if Roman Reigns was to take some time off, then maybe fans would then start getting on Rollins' back a little bit as well. People are looking at it and thinking, well, we'd rather have Rollins than Reigns, and I think that's why he's getting so much kind of love from the hardcore base. Don't get me wrong, he's a great worker, but he's a guy I think has been featured as heavily as Reigns has in recent times as well. So there's a question of, like you said, overexposure to a certain character. It's the same for Corbin. Should Corbin be in a Universal title match? For me, he's nowhere near, but he's a mid-card heel, but they've got no other choice at the moment.
No, they haven't got any other heels. It'd either be him or Drew McIntyre. And I think they're still trying to protect McIntyre.
And Corbin runs around the ring post, takes Rollins out with a clothesline, but only gets two. And I think this is the thing, but McIntyre needs to pick up victory soon. It's all right him not losing in matches, but he has to start winning them. And it's a bit, that's why I didn't mind Corbin getting over
And this starts getting really annoying as well. Look, Corbin shouting in the referee's face.
Well, at least the mistakes. We've seen this with big heels before. But the thing with Corbin, the thing with Kurt Angle getting the victory was quite cool. At least he can say he won a match and then brag about it.
Didn't McIntyre beat him like a few weeks before?
McIntyre fucking dismantled Angle, yeah, and then nothing was really said.
Did he do him with his own fucking finisher?
Yeah, beat him with the ankle lock, yeah. Well, McIntyre hasn't officially got a match for tonight, but I'm hoping to see him in. There's 50 men down. How surely?
Don't call me Shirley.
But McIntyre has to be in that 50-man battle royal. The talent that's going to be on the show later tonight is going to be unbelievable.
Indeed, yes.
As Corbin is working in midsection now, Seth Rollins. He's just got the bear hug in. And I don't think Rollins is going to submit from this, but it's just going to take all the energy out and damage that midsection even more. And it might even cause
internal
bleeding, which is the worst thing.
You're not supposed to have blood on the inside. Side suplex into the cover for Corbin, but no, only a 2 count.
2. Corbin again getting on the referee.
He doesn't want to be focusing it on the referee. He wants to be focusing on his opponent as he panders to the boos from the crowd.
But Rollins got fight left in him. He's trying to kick away at Corbin, but Baron's got hold of the legs with Rollins.
Flips him up and Rollins lands on his feet, hits a step up Inseguri. Well, I think they managed to get a bit of separation because Rollins has crumpled onto the floor, grabbing his ribs still.
And gives a chance for Rollins to get a couple of big breaths, try and get that gas back in that tank, I can term. Yeah. Rollins back to his feet. And he's catching Corbin with those right hands and now chops.
Punches and chops as Corbin's backed up against the ropes. Irish whip reversed by Corbin, but Rollins ducks underneath it. Huge right hand. His foot up to a charging Corbin.
Gets the boot up and then jumps off the second rope. Avoids the clothesline by Corbin.
Hits the swing blade.
And Corbin rolls outside. Maybe trying to get out of harm's way, but Rollins looking on.
He doesn't want to go charging over that top rope because his ribs are injured enough.
Maybe Corbin's luring him in.
No. Rollins hits him. He goes back first into the announce table. Rollins throws him back into the ring, but Corbin just rolls all the way through to the outside. But that's not going to stop Seth Rollins. Another suicide dive takes out Corbin again.
I don't mind the suicide dive, but I do think it's one of the most overused kind of flying moves to the outside. I do like a little bit of a variation. There was a list of moves, weren't there? Well, Rollins throws Corbin in, goes to the top.
Grabs him by the throat. And Rollins rolls him up. 1, 2... No, Corbin with a kick out.
Oh.
Super kick from Seth. Plants him down again. 1, 2. No, only 2 again.
2. And Corbin looking up. And I bet he's glad about the referee's slow count now, as he was complaining about earlier, because he managed to get up from that. Rollins looks like he's getting back in his game, but there's no denying his injury.
Fans are chanting in Jeddah. Seth's going to burn it down. No, but Corbin rolls out of the ring. Seth comes charging towards him, but Corbin catches him with a huge uppercut.
Upper what? And now he's got him, picks him up, slams him down, goes for the cover. 1, 2.
Oh, only a 2 count.
2.
Again getting in the face of the referee for an alleged slow count.
I mean, there's a few things to like about Corbin. His speed, his agility for the big man as he is, different variations, but at this moment he should just be on Seth Rollins instead of moaning and taking his time.
Well, he could have got him up by now, hit it at the end of days, and he would have been a new champion.
No doubt. And now Rollins in the corner.
Splashes him in the corner, comes in for a second one, hits it. But Seth follows him out the corner, hits him in the opposite side.
Fuck. And a super kick by Rollins on Corbin, but Corbin dodges.
Hits a deep 6. This is going to be it. 1, 2. No. Seth managing to kick out. That's a good fucking move from Corbin. I like that.
I think Corbin's got quite, different move varieties. He's all right. It's just his look is wrong and his character's wrong. But apart from that, everything's fine.
Well, again, getting in the face of the referee, backing him up into the corner, just shouting in his face.
Well, John Cone won't be intimidated as Rollins looking to get to his feet. And here we go. We're going to see end of days.
No. Seth Rollins manages to backslide it. Corbin goes round the ring post. Oh, but runs into a big back elbow.
Well, Corbin's gone to ringside to get a chair. And
fly himself intentionally from this match and throw away his championship opportunity.
Well, he's not showing the intelligence there.
Again, slowing it down, so there's double the unintelligence.
Well, Corbin just showing his frustration there. Maybe he's suffering for not being in charge anymore.
And the referee's getting back in Corbin's face, who looks shocked. Seth rolls him up. 2, 3.
Oh! And Seth wins, and Corbin can't believe it. And with an assist from the referee, Rollins gets the victory. But not a bad match, I suppose, It
wasn't, no. Corbin done about 85% of the right things in this. He just needs to change his look and his gimmick, and he'll be perfect.
Exactly. There's potential there for Corbin, and Rollins, again, pulling out another good match. He is the dependable champion. He's a guy, go out there, get the crowd warmed up, and put on a great match. But wait a minute, Corbin...
End of days on Rollins. James.
Wait a minute.
You know what that means.
No.
Q Lesnar.
No, wait for SmackDown.
No, Q Lesnar.
Well, Corbin.
Here comes the pain.
Oh! Oh, no.
There goes your cash-in card opportunity. And Brock Lesnar comes down with a smile, his briefcase, and a steel chair, also with a referee.
And Paul Heyman, and look at Leslie smirking.
No, James, he's not smirking. He's not got a cigarette in his gob. He's just got a smile on his face, as does Paul Heyman, because they know that they've got a wounded Seth Rollins down in the middle of the ring.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, this is going to be the end. It's going to be end of days for Rollins.
And he's just had the end of days hit on him. He's got a steel chair. It's his to lose.
And Heyman and Lesnar are men of their word.
Brock's in.
Oh.
Heyman stumbles. Oh, Rollins delivers a low blow to Lesnar.
Well, Rollins has got Lesnar in trouble. It was Heyman's mistake. Come on, Rollins.
Has the bell rung? Has the match been cashed?
I don't think it has, but Rollins got the chair.
Cracks it across the back of Lesnar. Putting some fucking vinegar on them shots.
Well, I'll tell you something. The beating Rollins took on Raw was sickening. And now it's a bit of payback by your Universal Champion.
Who's crawling over to his briefcase and he just hugs it like he's a mother hen protecting his child.
Well, that's his golden egg at the moment. And Rollins looking to crack it.
And Seth daring Brock to cash it in.
I don't think I've seen anybody look as good against Lesnar in a while as Rollins is right now.
As Seth goes to town on Lesnar.
Well, Lesnar wanted to cash in, but like the briefcase, they've been dented. And Heyman screaming no, and Rollins...
curb stomp to Lesnar's face over the briefcase.
Well, when Lesnar came out here with a chair, I would have given you odds that it wouldn't have happened, but no, Rollins has saved himself. Cashing card still in play.
Saved your cashing card.
So Rollins wins. Not a bad match with Corbin. Should say scores after that. It goes 2-1. But Rollins there making a statement. I quite like that. That was quite good. That was quite nice, actually.
Nice, actually.
Yeah. I didn't think Lesnar's going to look like that with Rollins, and the story continues in quite an interesting way. He did that.
Will there be friction between the Brock Lesnar and his advocate?
Well, Heyman did not only literally dropped the ball there in that way, so it's a bit of a shock to see that, and I think Lesnar will not be happy, especially with Rollins sitting like a duck as he was.
And here we have the next match, and it is Andrade versus the Demon, Finn Balor, the undefeated Demon, Finn Balor.
I mean, this is quite a big moment. Your Demon is safe for special occasions. We saw him at WrestleMania this year.
Is this a special occasion, or is this just blood money?
This is WWE pretending it's a special occasion. And, with the kind of the effects that they've got, I think, at least it can look some of the entrances might be WrestleMania worthy. But like you said, the action at the moment is just a glorified house show. But it's good to see the Demon. And I think his feud with Andrade for the Intercontinental title, talk about two young men who can really make something of that. I think it's them two right there. And it needs to be, people, I know I've had problems with Balor in the past, but I am a fan of him. And I think the Intercontinental title is a perfect level. And someone like CM with his talent.
He hasn't even got the title.
I don't know why he's not going up with the championship for.
Oh, there it is.
No, it is. There's his belt. There we go.
The entranceway.
The fireworks go off. Oh,
that
my
does
God.
Look fucking lush, doesn't it?
It does look lush, but you see the amount of empty seats there as well as the Demon's coming out. And what were your thoughts on Balor and Andrade, Dan?
Andrade, definitely a brilliant talent, and as is Finn Balor. I don't think the Demon is quite applicable in this match. I think, it is kind of overuse of the Demon. It's a pointless way to bring him out. I know it is obviously just to please the Saudis, but I do enjoy still seeing him anyway.
Well, I think the Demon's a bit like a steel cage match back in the day. As in, like, if there's a feud that's ongoing he's had with someone like Andrade for a few months, the end match would be him bringing the Demon out as a kind of way to end things, as opposed to at the start of a feud as they're doing now.
Well, I personally like to see him as, like, he's going against someone, can't beat him, going against someone, can't beat him, and it's kind of like his bogey opponent, and he's like, right, I need to bring something out, the Demon, bang.
Exactly, and then that happens, and then he moves on from that afterwards, doesn't he? So I think it'd be interesting to see how Balor and Andrade. I'm sure the chemistry is fantastic, but prediction-wise in this one, I have gone for Finn Balor to win.
That says bacon, James.
That doesn't say bacon. That says Balor.
That says bacon.
It looks like bacon, but I assure you, it's Balor.
Well, I've gone for Sausage Balor.
Sausage Balor. Here we go.
I've gone for the Demon King, of course.
But Andrade, huge talent, of course, with Zelina Vega in his corner.
Is this going to be a quick squash, or is it going to be a little...
I would be surprised if it goes over 5 minutes, because we've seen how dominant a Demon can be. But, we'll see what... And Andrade and CN looks a bit put off by the Demon in the early going. And wouldn't you? Look at the way he's painted. Well, Andrade grabbing a side headlock, but gets shoulder blocked down. Now into the front face lock.
So Vince McMahon a list of what they want for this show.
Yes.
And
yeah.
Vince is like, we can do that, damn it.
I doubt, they want the Undertaker involved.
We want the Demon.
I mean, it'd be very interesting to see.
Andrade looking for the hammerlock DDT, but no, Balor managing to escape it, hits a seated dropkick to Andrade. Sorry to interrupt.
That's all right. No, because you see, it could be over at any time with the Demon involved as he hits a double foot stomp there as well. And let's see him what he can do. But this thing is, like people like John Cena not being involved, because of his filming commitments now. Is Vince McMahon or Saudi Arabians upset that we're not getting to see him? You see all the Cena merchandise in the crowd.
Well, I think John Cena, Daniel Bryan, Kevin Owens, they're kind of... I think they're making a standpoint. And they know that WWE won't sue them over it, A, because of AEW, and B, because they are such great talents. So, I think there are certain wrestlers that can make standpoints here.
Yeah, well, there's two guys who have been told they're not allowed to be involved in this event. One of them, of course, is Sami Zayn, because of his heritage, and he's doing something for Syria at the moment as well during the same event.
He has got Syrian heritage, and Syrians and Saudis, they don't really get along. And Aleister Black, because of his tattoos, he's got one with a woman, and it is, I think it's a groundbreaking woman tattoo he's got. And, out of their dislike for women...
Yeah. Not dislike. No, but
women.
I mean, they're kind of...
They hate women so much, but they also hate gays as well.
Yeah, so Black's not allowed, but Orton is, because obviously, like you said, the different designs that he's got. And Kevin Owens and Daniel Bryan have taken a stand not to go. Owens probably in support of his friend Zayn, and Bryan just because, like I said, he's a good guy. But surprisingly, Andrade has weathered the early storm and now seems to be in a little bit of control of the Demon. Could we see the Demon go down here tonight?
No.
Well, we've got to think maybe there's a chance.
No. I'm sorry, and no disrespect to Andrade. He is a brilliant talent. He's one of the best Mexican heritage wrestlers we've seen in a long, long while. I don't think it's going to take a lot more to put the Demon down.
Would you ever... Well, that was nice reverse DDT by Andrade off the second rope, but only gets a 2.
2.
Would you want to see the Demon go down? You know, we talk about the end of the streaks and the, you know, undefeated people. Do you really want that to happen, or is it something they can use for years?
I personally don't think there is anyone that can take the Demon down. There is no one that I'd say, you know, he deserves to do it, or I don't think anyone that is up to that task.
Yeah. I'll tell you what would be a cool match, though. And I don't... We have seen a feud before. But Demon versus new Bray Wyatt character. I think as a face-off, that would be fucking awesome.
That would be great, yeah. You know, again, depending how they do the Bray Wyatt character. Yeah. But, you know, going back, the Demon versus Sting would have been a good. Demon versus a younger Undertaker would have been good. You know, and
I think even something like Aleister Black, when used correctly in that kind of way, you know, talk about embracing your dark side and stuff like this. You know, I think that might work. You know, both men, it's the war of attrition, just double clothesline each other.
Or would you say the Demon is a legendary character?
I think it has a potential to be. I think it's more protected than Finn Balor is.
So, the Killer of Legend.
Well, I wouldn't want to see Randy Orton beating the Demon, no. Well, CN on the outside, and Balor's going to fly. And there you go, nice bit of variation.
Yeah, lovely tope suicide over the top rope.
And Andrade, in a little bit of trouble, gets thrown back in now. Yeah, great replay. Let's do a replay of him landing on him. And now just the kicks by the Demon. Midsection Andrade.
The replay work is absolutely shockingly awful.
I don't know if the same production team. I don't know if it's filtering back to the United States or they've got a little truck there. I assume they have.
Oh, I'd have thought so, yeah.
They kind of need to sort it out a little bit. And this match is going a lot longer than I thought it was going to go.
Indeed, yes. And Andrade's had a lot more offense than I thought he would have had as well. As he's got Balor up, perched on the second rope.
He's going to look for that reverse DDT again.
No, Balor blocks it, turns it round.
It's his own reverse DDT, and now he's got him again.
Piked suplex there. Only getting a 2 count.
2.
I think Balor and the Demon should have varying movesets.
I think maybe different finisher or something like that, but I think you could maybe go a little bit harder with the Demon and Balor, but I haven't got like a massive problem. What I'm finding quite funny is the face paint coming off Finn Balor at ringside.
Well, you know, as we like to mention, it is 100 degrees at ringside temperature. So, you know, I can imagine he is sweating it through quite a bit, and one thing I'm looking forward to seeing is what Shane looks like.
Oh my God,
sweating.
The sweater of men.
And we've just seen Andrade kick Balor, who that kind of fired him up. But Balor blocks the kick coming in from Andrade, who hits him with a spinning back elbow.
Oh, that is fantastic, but it didn't drop the Demon. And there we go. Oh my God.
A handspring backflip and both legs straight across the back of the neck from Balor as Andrade comes running in. Double knees in the corner.
And this is it. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Oh.
No, only a 2 count.
2. Well, Andrade couldn't believe he didn't get the job done there.
Andrade going up to the top. Moonsault. No, Balor blocked it, but Andrade done a standing moonsault. Balor got his knees up for that one.
Knees up, Mother Brand.
Very well scouted by Balor.
Now Balor on the apron goes for the midsection.
Step up, blocked by Andrade. Hits a huge flurry of forearms. Sunset flip, looking a powerbomb. Balor on the outside, but the Demon holds on. Double foot stomp to the chest.
A huge impact there on Andrade. Balor going all the way to the top now.
Double foot to the back of the head. Is that enough? 1, 2. No. Yeah, 2 count.
2. Well, the Demon there seemed a bit surprised that Andrade managed to get the shoulder up.
Sweats all his paint off. Does that mean he's back to Balor and not the Demon?
Yeah, he's got literally a couple of minutes before he's back to just normal Finn Balor.
Sunset flip. Andrade rolls through. Knees to the face of Balor.
Well, that was brilliant. Now he's going to look to end it.
Hits it. This is it. 1, 2. Oh! No, the Demon managing to kick out.
I don't remember anybody managing to kick out of that move.
Neither do I.
And now Balor is going to be set up for a powerbomb.
Balor manages to escape, looks to deliver one of his own, hits it. Running kick. Andrade's perched in a very precarious position. But Balor's taken a little bit too long to recoup.
Now here comes the Demon, but Andrade there to match him. Balor's on top. Andrade springs in, but gets caught. And now Balor's got him. Oh!
Face first DDT. Now Balor goes up.
And he's looking to put away CN.
Coup de grace. 1-3.
And the Demon beats Andrade here. Dan, what do you think of the match?
I thought that was actually quite a good encounter. I'd like to see another encounter between these two guys. Preferably using Finn Balor, not the Demon. Not that it makes much difference, but I don't know. I think it seems more humanised if it's, Balor against Andrade. These two guys have definitely got the potential to have very, very good matches.
But I think it also helps out Andrade a little bit because he pushed the Demon to his limits. And like I said, when he does face just Finn Balor, he might be able to get the job done there. So like I said, the feud is far from over. But it'll be interesting to see where they go from here. We know where we're going from here because up next it's going to be Roman Reigns versus Shane McMahon. And Dan, what have you thought of the build up to this match?
Well, it kind of stems on from when he made the move to SmackDown and he got confronted by Vincent Kennedy McMahon, hit him with the Superman punch. Shane didn't like that. So he's kind of isolated Roman Reigns and put his focus onto him after finishing his feud with The Miz. And, we've seen multiple beatdowns that Shane McMahon has delivered to Roman Reigns with a lot of help from The Revival, Elias, Drew McIntyre. So, it's Shane's not been going through this alone.
No, he hasn't. Not without a doubt. And we've seen this story when we were even there live for SmackDown. Should say points at the moment 3-2 to me as we head into the fourth match. And prediction-wise, Dan, who have you gone for in this one?
I have gone for... Wait there.
Shane McMahon just get the best in the world introduction.
I have gone for Shane. No, I've gone for Roman Reigns.
You gone for Roman Reigns. I too have gone for Roman Reigns. He's got to smash Shane in this match, surely.
Don't call me Shirley, but...
Oh. Well, I said earlier McIntyre didn't have a match.
He's going to be in the corner of Shane. What did I actually say to you after we had made our predictions, James?
Yeah, you
like
said...
to reveal to the listeners?
McIntyre's going to get involved and Claymore kick Roman Reigns and cost him the match. And I said, nah, Reigns going to smash him. But I thought McIntyre would win the Battle Royal, spoiler alert. So I guess, I don't know if he's going to be involved. But he's been a lackey of Shane McMahon. And that is not how McIntyre should be used.
But Drew McIntyre is here. He is in Saudi Arabia. And he's going to be in the corner of Shane O'Mac. It's quite funny, actually, because, when he first came into it, he was the chosen one from Vince McMahon, and now he's Shane McMahon's lackey. I mean, he does have a lot of pull with the McMahons.
Yeah, the McMahons see a lot in him, but at the moment, I mean, if he can get the title opportunity from this will be great, but at the moment, just wait for Roman Reigns.
A mixed reception from the crowd for Roman.
Yeah, well, Roman's coming out here, and I wonder how many people are in this stadium. I mean, I don't... Maybe 20,000. It looks bare bones sometimes. And here comes the big dog. If he punches the ground, the fireworks go off, I get a bonus point. So Roman Reigns coming out here with the fireworks all going off. And this is basically a glorified handicap match, but we have the greatest official of all time in there to call the action, so everything will be alright.
We do. We have Mini Nate, the one, the only, Charles in Charge Robinson.
So do you think this is the best thing for Roman Reigns then after coming back from the hiatus to be involved in this type of feud, really? I mean, what would you do with Reigns?
Hiatus. Well, wherever Roman Reigns looks, he's going against the McMahons. He's always going to be going against the company, whether it's Triple H, whether it's Vince, whether it's Shane, whether it's Stephanie. He's always going to be fighting WWE. He's always going to be fighting the... I don't know, it does get a bit boring.
Well, do you think that's WWE's problem? Because the greatest success they ever had was the kind of Attitude Era. And ever since then, they've tried to recreate the Austin versus McMahon feud of the top star going against the Authority. Is it time to maybe change it up a little bit and stop doing it? Maybe we don't need an Authority figure there and a top guy to go after him. We just need different storylines.
I think it is good. You're going against the machine, you're going against the corporation, you're going against your bosses who are constantly trying to put you down. But I don't know how many times one has to prove himself to his boss. Like
I say, Reigns has been fighting the Authority now since 2015. So
2014 he came in and he was actually on the side of the Authority.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And, so for the past 4 years now, been going against, like I said, any of the McMahon Helmsley. And Shane McMahon incredibly started this match. I can't believe he's actually in control of Roman Reigns. And I saw no one getting involved either.
No.
It was just Shane getting the better Reigns.
It was a brief distraction from McIntyre, who was up on the ring apron. Roman turned towards him and Shane got the early start.
And now it's McIntyre attacking Reigns from behind, but Shane, parts of me love Shane, but I can see why people really dislike him at the moment, especially in this position, as he throws Roman Reigns back in. And instead of going for the cover, just choking out Roman Reigns.
Side Russian leg sweep as Shane leans over for a cover, but Reigns managing to kick out.
I mean, this makes Roman Reigns look weak. I mean, The Miz is one thing to go against Shane, but to have your so-called biggest guy taking on Shane McMahon and in a competitive match, it just... I'm sorry, but...
I mean, yeah.
You know what I mean? Even with outside interference, Reigns should be like Superman punch, spear, job done.
Do you think they're trying to put Shane up on the same pedestal that they had Vince McMahon on?
I think in a way, yeah, just to kind of... He's just been involved for so much, and like even more with Vince. Vince just took an ass kicking with Shane.
Yeah.
It's more like, oh yeah, toe to toe. He should be going toe to toe Roman Reigns, but Shane's done it before. AJ Styles against fucking Undertaker at WrestleMania when that happened.
When Shane came back, I thought, he's going to have a couple of matches and he'll be more behind the scenes. But he's been like a full-time wrestler.
Well, that he's an on-screen talent. He don't really do anything behind the scenes.
We saw him in London for fuck's sake.
I know, involved in the match, which was great. He hit the fucking coast to coast. But how many times can Shane O'Mac keep doing that and just building towards the future? Shane is not going to be main eventing in 10 years. Well, maybe he will.
Yeah.
And Shane with a sleeper to Reigns, and this is not a great match. Well, I wasn't expecting it to be, but so Triple H. And now Reigns trying to get back to his feet from the sleeper. And now Reigns backing Shane up in the corner, shoulder thrusts. And now the clotheslines. We've seen him doing this before.
Just finally got his way back into this match after Shane was in control for the last 5 minutes.
Now here comes Reigns, ahead of momentum.
And Shane didn't even get his hands up to block that. He just took that hole with his face. And now Reigns and McIntyre having a bit of a stare down.
Let's not forget those two men are fighting at stomping ground. But a super showdown. Is Reigns now going to look for the Superman punch?
He's going to get this match finished. No, Shane ducks it and goes low for the knee. Into the cover. 2. No, only a 2 count.
2. I would piss myself if Shane beat Reigns clean. Do you know, as in
Shane counter in the Superman punch. So, I mean, we've seen Roman Reigns. We've seen him beat Undertaker at WrestleMania. Yeah. We've seen him beat Brock Lesnar, beat John Cena, and he's struggling against Shane McMahon.
But you're forgetting one thing. Shane McMahon is best in the world. And he's got a triangle now on Reigns.
They are going with this best in the world thing, aren't they?
They are. He's fucking... One of these men has headlined 4 WrestleManias. And it was Shane's like, yeah, all right, I'd go toe-to-toe with that. And Reigns trying to fight, but he might be going out.
Can Reigns power his way back to a vertical base? He does. Lifting Shane, sit out powerbomb with one arm. 2. No, Shane kicking out.
Fuck off, Michael Cole. You're a liar. This is not a good match.
Shane rolls to the outside to wipe his sweat.
Oh. Well, the fans made a mistake there of trying to touch Shane, and then the security guard came in and said, you're not allowed to do that.
Oh, McIntyre sending Reigns back first against the barricade, but Reigns turning it round, sending McIntyre face first into the turnbuckle. Superman punch off the stairs, and Shane comes flying out, but he gets caught with a huge uppercut.
Upper what? That security guard's a cunt as well. I just been noticing him in the crowd. You're not allowed to fucking touch wrestlers now. Come on. What, are you going to kick me out for saying you the man? Reigns back in, and Shane
hits the spear. 1, 2. Oh!
Oh my days.
That was a very fast count from Charles Robinson.
Well, maybe Shane is in his pocket. We've seen it before with Robinson. As Shane got the spear, but Reigns managing to kick out.
McMahon dropping a couple of elbows. And Shane McMahon has been in control of this match against Roman Reigns for the majority of it.
Grand Slam champion.
Shane McMahon has won the European title, though.
Yeah, to be fair. As he's now going up top to hit the
post. But Reigns hits Shane with a Superman punch. This is it. 1,
2.
Shane kicked out
Oh.
of a Superman punch.
If he does that to a spear, then I'm just walking out
Of your own house.
I'm literally walking out of the whole
studio.
my own studio podcast.
Is he gonna ooh?
He's looking that way to put Shane away.
This is it now. Ooh!
Here comes. Oh my God! Shane with a kick to the face.
Shane blocking it, getting caught with an uppercut.
Oh, Charles
Accidentally hitting Charles Robinson.
Claymore
McIntyre
kick
in with a Claymore kick. 1, 2, 3. So Reigns got put out with 1 Claymore kick.
And Shane got the victory. I mean, no way, that Shane has beaten Roman Reigns.
I'm sorry, but no, this makes no sense whatsoever in the world of wrestling.
Doesn't it make more sense for McIntyre to win the Battle Royal? And now McIntyre putting Shane on his shoulders. Oh, this is just... Shane is going to be more successful against Roman Reigns than Drew McIntyre is. McIntyre lost at Mania, and there ain't no way he's winning at Stomping Grounds. But Shane wins. What a weird match that was. Fireworks go off, and Shane has looked competitive and beaten Roman Reigns. That is Shane McMahon's probably biggest victory. Look at the fireworks around the stadium celebrating this. I just can't. Dan?
The match itself wasn't terrible, but this is... Shane shouldn't be winning.
No.
With or without help from McIntyre, he shouldn't be getting victories like that. And Roman Reigns, again, no disrespect to McIntyre, but he shouldn't be going down that easy to a Claymore kick.
Yeah, or have McIntyre beating Reigns, and that'll build him up much more than it ever will Shane getting a victory. That's
What does Shane actually achieve from this
Nothing.
rub? I mean, more status to his best in the world accolade.
Yeah. Apart from that, with McIntyre getting a victory and Shane costing him, you can continue the story there rather than the other way round. And it just wasn't a very good match. I'm quite disappointed, but let's hope the show can improve from here.
Well, James, up next we have 3-on-1 handicap match, Lucha House Party versus Lars Sullivan. The Lucha House Party consists of Gran Metalik, Kalisto, and
Lince Dorado. Let's see how they get on. After the prediction points for that, it's still 3-2, and let's see if we've gone different for Lars. So here comes Lars Sullivan, and it's my go for predictions, and I have gone for, in this one, Lars Sullivan.
I have gone for Luchas to lose. I've gone for Lars Sullivan as well.
Yeah, it's been an interesting story, isn't it, with Lars Sullivan? Of course, we've spoken about his, early, what he's saying on the internet and this, but he's back in contention. But I think they've really dropped the ball with Lars Sullivan, how to introduce him. I don't think 3-on-1 is a great idea. What are your thoughts on Lars Sullivan?
We saw him destroying tag teams. We saw him as an absolutely brutal, unstoppable monster. My problem is I think there's too many brutal monsters now. They've had like fucking Braun Strowman, who's kind of dulled down a bit. You've got McIntyre, you've got Lashley, you've got Baron Corbin. There's too many. And that's not putting in the fucking tag teams. You've got the War Raiders, you've got Heavy Machinery and Authors of Pain as well.
Yeah, that's true. You have got a lot of big power
Killian
men.
Dane.
Lars Sullivan against 3 of these guys. Of course, 205 Live, we've seen them. And they are great talents, we're a huge fan of all 3 of them.
Indeed.
But to take on Lars Sullivan, it's going to be difficult. And Dorado's in there now with Lars.
Wasn't Gran Metalik your pick for something?
No, I think he's yours. He's 3'11", isn't he? Well, Lars grabs a leg and pushes away Dorado.
Clubbering blow to the chest. But Lars Sullivan has got a bit of internal bleeding going on there. I don't know whether he's bitten his 3 times too big tongue.
Well, Kalisto said that he's putting in his shots with Sullivan. He doesn't agree with the stuff he did say, but you don't know how much of a work and how much of a shoot it is.
Sullivan just palms him head first over the top rope.
I remember the old days, when like Heidenreich or Snitsky used to come down and destroy like the cruiserweights that are out there. This kind of reminds me of that. I say the old days, not that old, but 10 years ago, that's what they used to do with the kind of the monsters and the heels. And I think Lars is better than those types of guys,
Yeah.
But he's been put in the same situation. And the crowd doesn't care, because they have no idea who these 4 guys are. Well, Dorado got hung up there on top, thanks to Lars. Kalisto went down.
Jumped down to save his own.
And now Metallic with a couple of kicks. Springboards in.
Jumps over Sullivan. Handspring elbow. Catches Sullivan. Kick to the midsection. Kick to the chest. Tags in Kalisto, who gets caught by Sullivan. Who lands on him.
He's getting the boots up to protect himself. Let's not forget Kalisto, former United States champion. Here he comes off the second.
No, clubbing blow by Sullivan. Just drops Kalisto to the mat. So what was it? Was Sullivan racing?
He did a lot of things like that. Yeah, had a go at like Susan G. Coleman and the Make-A-Wish kids and just kind of everything like this. But he also, before he was meant to debut or make his main roster appearance in January, but he had the kind of panic attack or issues there as well. So it's been a long time coming.
Some kicks to the face. I think that's just angering the big man, though. Sullivan just powers him up and slams him down to the mat. He spits and it catches all in his beard.
Oh, that's nice. And now just clubbing blows by Lars.
He reminds me a bit like Fester.
He's a weird-looking dude, is Lars Sullivan.
And now he's climbing up to the top rope. We can see a 450.
Oh, wait a minute. No, Dorado Metallic up, stopping him.
Kick him off the top turnbuckle. And all three members of Lucha House Party putting the boots to Sullivan. They get disqualified. Sullivan gets the victory.
Are you fucking kidding me with that?
They take out Sullivan and they're just starting to beat him.
Kalisto's
got the legs. Dorado with a splasher on the top. Kalisto's still holding Sullivan's legs.
Now he goes Metallic, walking the ropes.
Hitting that huge elbow drop. And our Lucha House Party scurry out of the ring.
Well, Sullivan there and looking on, but I can't believe why just have him in a 3-on-1 match as Sullivan's going to go chase him down now. Oh no, Metallic backdrops onto the ring mat. Kalisto's clothesline and Dorado gets thrown down the ramp and Sullivan just slams Kalisto on the stage. Lucha House Party thought they'd won the battle for tonight, but Sullivan wasn't stopping. Now Dorado over the top.
Gets caught by Sullivan. Oh, gets planted on the hard part of the ring. Sullivan roars in triumph.
Well, a freak accident here by Lars Sullivan. And it might end in DQ, but he did win the match in the end. So another point for us. It goes 4-3. Dan, what do you think of the match?
Yeah. If you're going to look strong, why get him to win via DQ? Seems weird. And then he still wipes the floor with Lucha House Party anyway.
Yeah, I mean, this is a weird thing, and it just doesn't make a lot of sense, which is a damn shame. So we'll move on from that. We're trying to explain it in a little bit, but up next, Dan, it's your dream match. It's the King of Kings, Triple H, going against the Viper, Randy Orton.
Indeed, yes. 27 World Championships between them. I mean, that is an impressive number, isn't it?
But are you actually genuinely excited for this match?
I am and I'm not. It's a bit of a mixed one for me. I'm not sure what kind of...
What? Go on.
There was a really funny drawing of Randy Orton in the crowd. And it just kind of stopped me in my tracks. It took my breath away.
Yeah.
This is a match that I don't know what, if anyone's going to benefit from this, what the point of this is. I mean, this is a match that we've seen before, and we've kind of had the end of it. I mean, the only thing that makes sense is in about November time if Triple H goes against Ric Flair.
Yeah, honestly, because then it would be Evolution in the year, I suppose.
Yeah, nice one, Captain Smart.
But I think the thing is with this is that it's just kind of been put in here, and it doesn't really excite me. And I know it's going to be kind of 20 minutes of the same old stuff. And I know you're a Randy Orton fan. I know you like Triple H. Yes, it doesn't really light the fire under me. I see Orton coming out, and now it's Triple H. What do you think of Orton's entrance?
It was just his standard entrance. What about Triple H's?
Yeah, just your standard Triple H entrance coming out here on a... whatever the fuck that is. Coming out on a trike. Oh my god, Triple H loves himself, doesn't he? And this is what Cody Rhodes mocked, that Double or Nothing. Wow. So, Dan, who have we gone for in this match?
James, two of my all-time favourites are in this card, in Goldberg and Randy Orton. Would I be an idiot and go against Randy Orton? Of course I would go against my man, Randy Orton.
Oh, you gone Randy Orton. Well, Dan, at the moment it's 4-3, but we have got different because I've gone for Triple H to win because I don't like Randy Orton. So we'll see what happens in this match.
You shut your fucking whore mouth. At least Randy Orton's not being Shane McMahon's bitch during this fucking pay-per-view. At least he's actually doing something.
No, Randy Orton's been Triple H's bitch for 20 years or 17 years, however long it is. Match that main event at WrestleMania 25.
Yep.
Which were one of the worst main events of all time. But at least the fans here know who they are. They'll sit down in a minute.
And a huge RKO chant
going
throughout the fans.
The chanted by the tens.
So will Triple H, another former Evolution member?
Well, that was last time's action against Batista. Of course, Randy Orton, his last match was Dan.
He must have won it.
I don't know.
Money in the Bank. And these two guys, you know, Triple H was Randy Orton's mentor when he was coming into it as part of Evolution. Triple H has taught him everything Orton knows, but not everything Triple H. I can understand you're speechless. Oh, pedigree attempt. Orton escapes it looking for the RKO. The three most dangerous letters in the business. Triple H managing to escape it. Both men having a stare off in opposite corners. Let's go Randy. Hunter sucks. Dueling chants, both in favour of Randy. I understand you're speechless, James. Watching a match of this magnitude. I mean, I know you never thought you'd be able to watch another match between these two. And you're just absorbing the atmosphere. Just 1-12. I know, James. You're trying to speak, but it's just looking at Randy Orton, it renders moot. Whip. Oh, Triple H sidesteps it. Orton's shoulder first into the ring post, into his RKO delivering arm, and the game nearly wrenching it out of his socket. But let's not forget, James, it was at this event last year that Triple H ripped his pectoral. True story. Oh, and Randy Orton's just dropped Triple H back first onto the announce table. This could be the break that the Viper needs. Orton could have easily won this by count out, but no. He doesn't want to go the coward's route. You'd never associate Orton and going the coward's in the same sentence, and he's not going to do it here tonight in Saudi Arabia. He's going to beat him mano a mano. And Orton doing his usual stick going around, focusing in on every single body part of the game, stomping on his hands, on his feet, on his shins, and they're just posing to the millions and millions of the fans he's got around the world.
You don't seem to be mentioning the fact that Triple H has been beating up Orton for a little while as well. You don't seem to be mentioning the fact that he's
said hurt his arm.
Oh,
and Triple H goes straight back to Orton's arm, but and goes back on the offense, stomping away.
You're always calling Orton in offense. It's like Triple H is not even in this match, man.
You're not even contributing a fucking single word.
Because
apart from cunting me off.
I'm just saying, you're anti-biased on Randy Orton is something that we have tried to work on in the past here.
I was commentating on Drew McIntyre's input during his match, his appearance for 5 minutes. I mean, that was very... got his own entrance and everything. Twat. I comment on Bobby Roode's participation in the fucking floor flumble.
Let's hope he's in it. So what's happening now then?
Orton has got an expertly applied side headlock to the game, who is gasping for breath and in a lot of trouble.
You see that again? It's always Orton.
Well, who's in control of the fucking match, you twat? Triple H? No, Orton is.
Oh, well.
Triple H trying his hardest to fight out.
But can't, because Orton's just too
slowly
damn strong.
Managing to. Just jealous. And here's Triple H, both knees, putting his hand over his mouth so we can't see him talking to Orton. So is that what we want to do? Oh, but Triple H is managing to fight up with a couple of humongous shots to the perfectly formed abdomen of Randy Orton.
No, listen, no.
What?
No, you were doing all right there, and then did you see where you went wrong? I want to see. I was trying to, you know.
How are they not perfectly formed?
I'm just saying.
Am I lying? No.
Oh, God, I forgot how boring Randy Orton matches can be.
Danger of WWE. The commentators are saying it.
I wish we could fast forward this 5 minutes. He's still been that sleeper.
How dare you disrespect a Randy
Orton? Are those new trunks for Randy Orton?
James, stop being sim.
I'm just saying, I don't really pay attention to his attire, but I know it's a little bit different. Yeah. And now it's Triple H fighting back. Here we go.
Oh, for a brief second until Orton regains control of the cerebral assassin.
That's Triple H now winning. Look, he's actually got the punches. He's taking Orton out.
Nope, Orton stopped him and he's rocking the game. A huge right hand.
Oh no, Triple H reverses the Irish Whip.
Orton ducks it.
Hey.
Oh, but the game with his standard running knee. I mean, how fucking boring is he?
Yep. It's like a DDT, innit?
Well, you could come up with your own... Oh my God, how slow is he moving?
Well, Triple H is an old man, let's not forget.
And Orton...
They're both phoning it in at this point, and there you go, Triple H with a knee to the face. They call me Shirley.
Triple H looking to load up the pedigree. No, Orton manages to escape, and the move that doesn't work in real life, the catapult. Oh, what terribleness.
Triple H hits the top turnbuckle, but responds with a clothesline.
Oh no, a 2 count.
2.
Triple H again looking for the pedigree. Oh no, depositing him over the top rope. Triple H hanging on, landing on the apron. Orton with some huge rights to the head. Oh, he's got a suspension DDT a lot. Triple H is trying to fight it as much as he can. Oh no, the game fighting out.
I didn't touch him, did it? That dropkick? Well, I so.
Was you looking at your dick again?
Nearly as long as this match.
Classic.
Well, Orton taking his time with Triple H in the corner. It's almost like people can get their pictures. Photo opportunity.
Oh, Orton looking for the RKO, but Triple H fighting out and a clubbing blow to the back of the head. Knocking the Viper down.
Oh, now look at Triple H in the corner.
Waiting for Orton to get up so he can tell him to suck it. Ah, but his classic Orton power slam. Shoulders giving him jip though, taking him a while to cover. And only a 2 count.
2. Oh, fucking Orton's the last star WWE made.
And again, can he try and get Triple H in his suspension DDT? He's got him locked up. Bang! Plants him head first. And it's a lot more impactful than your usual DDT. Because not only are they at an elevated position, but the amount of torque and pressure that Orton put as well as you go into the mat.
Oh, well, thank you. And
now, you're welcome, James.
That's fine. I appreciate your input. And now what's going to happen, Dan?
Well, he's going to pound the mat briefly before delivering the 3 most devastating letters in WWE. RKO. And that's more devastating than the GTS.
No, the game's slowly trying to get back to his feet.
As Orton pounds the mat, eyes locked on his prey. Oh, no. Blocked by Triple H. Spinebuster. 2. No. Orton managing to kick out. Triple H's spinebuster. The game going for another cover. And Orton kicking out of that too.
2. Oh, but Randy Orton.
2. Oh, so close.
Well, he's got a crossface on in tribute to one of the greatest wrestlers of all time.
He was 50 on our list.
He was, to be fair. He was on the list.
I mean, lesser men have tapped out quicker than this from that. I mean, his wife and
the thing is about it is that we know how dangerous the pedigree is, and it's probably an easier way to go for Randy Orton.
Well, the pedigree, we've seen people laying down for about 15 seconds after a pedigree and still get pinned.
At least 20 seconds.
It is actually one of the most protected moves in WWE. His hands reaching.
Orton gets to the rope though to stop the submission.
But we can't discount the amount of damage that's been done to Orton's shoulder throughout the process of that. The shoulder that Triple H has been working on is twice as long as any other match. Oh, Orton nearly getting the RKO locked in, but Triple H looking for the pedigree. No, Orton with a back body drop. Randy rolling through, bang, hits the RKO. All over. Good night game.
No, fuck off.
1, 2.
Oh! Here we go, they're busting out. We're getting towards the end of this.
Backdrop off the pedigree attempt. Orton rolls through, looking for the RKO, hits it.
But somehow the game gets his shoulder up at 2.
2. Orton didn't get all of his cover, you see, because he's got that damaged shoulder.
And he had the weight as well, I suppose.
Can he hit another RKO?
And what's Orton going to do? Punt?
You just call me?
No. Sorry, Orton with a punt?
What?
No, Orton uses the finisher, doesn't he?
Oh, is he going to kick Triple H's head off?
Yes.
Well, taking someone's head off in Saudi Arabia, I mean...
It's commentary happens every day.
Exactly.
That's what the fans love. They love a good punt.
The fans are chanting for it. They want to see Triple H's head kicked into the stand. No, the game catches the foot and looks up at the Viper with a mean look on his face.
You try punt. And now we're going to pedigree.
No.
Boom. Pedigree. 1, 2, 3. Oh!
And the pedigree that keeps people down for at least 15 seconds. At least 25 seconds.
At least 30 minutes.
Or to manage to kick out of it.
Well, I fucking never. Bollocks. Bollocky bollocks.
Oh, both men have hit their finisher so far in the match.
Yeah, but both...
Neither man's successful. I mean, what's everyone else's backup move?
Well, punt and sledgehammer.
Well, looks like Orton's going outside to get the sledgehammer.
So Triple H is going to hit the RKO and win then?
What a punt.
What'd you call me?
I said you're a cunt.
Oh, right. Sorry, I thought you were talking about Randy Orton's finisher.
Nah. Oh, Orton with a very intelligent thumb to the eye. Looking for the backdrop on the announce table for a second time. Triple H fighting out of it. Going to hit a backdrop of his own.
Come on now, Trips. Take advantage.
What's good for the goose is good for the Randall.
And he's got him again.
Oh, he's going to go for a second. Hits the trivecta. Fourth time. The table didn't give way.
Triple H looks shattered. That's it. Throw him in. Get the job done. And Triple H looking on.
Glares at Randy Orton.
Here we go. He's going to finish him now. He's going to punt him.
Boom! RKO. 1, 2, 3.
You fuck.
Out of nowhere.
Randy Orton beats Triple H.
And you expected anything different?
Well, I did, because I went Triple H. Not a bad match, I suppose. Dan, what are your thoughts?
It was a bit slow at times. Yeah, I understand that they are wrestling in extreme heat. You know, that's got to be it. But did they deserve, 25 minutes this match went on for?
No. Cool,
I don't think they did, no. 15, 20 minutes tops. They could have cut out 5 minutes of this match and it wouldn't have hampered it at all. I did actually thoroughly enjoy the work that both these guys put in, though. It was a good classic Triple H versus Randy Orton back and forth match.
It was alright, wasn't it? It was alright. It's passable. And I think what we've seen tonight, it kind of sums up the night as a whole. But we'll move on anyway, and our next match is Braun Strowman versus Bobby Lashley. And of course, this already came about with the talk about retro, the arm wrestling segment on Monday Night Raw, and Lashley with the powder to the face that any good heel would do, and hitting a power slam. There's no doubt Bobby Lashley is a powerful man, but he's been chronic underused. But he's fallen from grace, quicker than Braun Strowman. This time last year, he won the greatest Royal Rumble, and the last time they were in Saudi Arabia, faced for the Universal Championship, and now he's facing Bobby Lashley. What's happened with Strowman?
Exactly. I would like to know that answer as well. I have no idea. Again, is there too many big guys, too many monsters, too many powerhouses? I've honestly no idea what their reasons are. No,
it's weird. I don't know if things happened backstage, and everybody was saying he's going to be the next Universal Champion, and I'm glad I said at the time, no, they'll fuck it up, and this is what's happened, and he's still, a guy we thought was going to be Universal Champion, won Money in the Bank last year, just completely dropped the ball with him. So Strowman now destroying Lashley's platform. Wow, that's a statement of intent. Score-wise now, Dan, you got the point for Orton versus Triple H, so we are 4-all. As we head into the next one, and prediction-wise for this one, I have gone for Braun Strowman.
Me too.
Yeah, so you got Strowman. Well, they tell the tape, Dan. Bobby Lashley is 6'3", weighs 260 pounds. His chest size is 54 inches, bicep size 21 inches, and he can bench press 535 pounds.
Well, throughout the tail of the tape, Braun Strowman towers over Lashley at 6'8" inches. He outweighs Lashley by 80 pounds at 340. He's got a 9-inch bigger chest. He's got a 1-inch bigger bicep, and he can bench press about more than Lashley as well at 585 pounds. Wonder who's got the biggest dick?
Lashley.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, black. Big.
And these are the important, you don't get this kind of input cast organisation aside from the WNR. We are curious about the size of these wrestlers' dicks. I mean, no one is ever going to measure up to Alex Wright.
No, without doubt, no one ever will. But, there might be some pretenders, and like we said, it's all about the total package, isn't it? As a professional wrestler. No, not Lex Luger. I'm talking about, you know what I mean. Anyway, here we go. Lashley and Strowman. Strowman and Lashley. Test your strength if Strowman wins that one.
Big man versus nearly big man.
Even bigger man.
Strowman's got the power, but look, the actual temperature is 90 degrees. And in at ringside, real feel 100 degrees. Is that...
I haven't got a clue, but it is hot as a motherfucker as Lashley tries his shoulder block. And to be credit to Shane, he wasn't sweating that much earlier either, you know. It was sweat, but looks like maybe Lashley and Strowman perspiring a little bit more. Unless the baby oil was shared out back.
To cover himself with water. Volta.
What, he's there as well? Oh, here we go. It's what we wanted.
A test of strength. It's what you want from two big guys going against each other. Greco-Roman knuckle lock. With a kick to the midsection. Drops Strowman to a knee.
Yeah, but Strowman now trying to grab the arm of Lashley. Pick him up. And that's nice, but these two big men. That's how two big men should wrestle. You know what I mean? When they go for it.
Strowman splashing Lashley in the corner after their impressive exchange of manoeuvres. But Lashley moving out on a second attempt. Picks up Strowman.
Oh my God, and not many people can pick him up with ease like that.
Running power slam. This could be it. 1, 2. Oh. No. Strike out. What happened to...
Well, Lio Rush is at this moment in time on sabbatical because of his comments that he made about wanting to be a top babyface in the company and other stuff that he said about others as well. So, and storyline wise, he's been on off again with Lashley. So it's another one of those things. He just never really gets explained.
Strowman down on one knee, blocking Lashley's shots and hitting him with a huge chop to the chest. But Lashley's still fighting down on Braun Strowman. He's got a rear chin lock now locked in. It's the best thing to do with Strowman. Keep him down, keep him grounded.
And Strowman's struggling to have any impact in this match. And Lashley looking quite impressive. It's not been a great night for the heels, but maybe he can pull it out here. And Strowman, though, pushing Lashley away, picks him up, spinebuster.
Strowman trying to find his way back into this match now after being worn down by Bobby Lashley. Oh, and just charges through Bobby.
There's no doubt both of these men want this. And Strowman now looking to go on the attack in the corner.
Oh, running splash in the corner. Lashley rolls to the outside. Is that going to stop him as Strowman looks to circle the ring? Building up speed as he goes. Boom! Runs him down.
I don't think Strowman's finished there.
Boom! Runs him down for a second time.
Braun again. And now he sends Bobby in. And he just destroys Lashley in the corner.
Huge clubbing blow across the chest.
And now Strowman...
Slam. 1, 2... No, Lashley managing to kick out.
Ah, I thought that was Strowman's finisher.
No, that was a power slam. His finisher is the running power.
Sorry, I made a mistake.
Taking two steps in a forward momentum.
Yep, all the difference.
It is. It's like a super kick and a sweet chin music.
Yeah, no, when you're right, you're right. Oh my God, Strowman just went into that ring post there. I think he moved the ring at least a couple of inches.
Move it back the opposite direction later on. Lashley's going to take some steps around the ring. Back Strowman into barricade.
When's the last time we saw that and the barricade not being better made in Saudi Arabia? And now the referee counting. Lashley going to suplex Strowman.
On the entranceway ramp. Oh
my God, right on that LED steel, as Michael Cole says. And Strowman might be done. Stick him in.
Lashley into the cover. 2. No, Strowman managing to kick out. Is it me or does Strowman not look as beatable going against Lashley as he has other opponents? I mean, normally Strowman looks unstoppable, but against Lashley he looks stoppable.
I think it's I like
against
it
the Lashley who lost in mere seconds to Finn Balor.
Yeah, but I think with Lashley there's still a lot they can do. I like two power men just going at it, you know, back and forth, and that's what we're seeing, you know. Oh wait a minute,
power slam.
Yep, sorry, that's not it. Oh, boom.
That's the running power slam.
There you go.
1, 2, 3.
Well, Strowman gets the victory here over Bobby Lashley. Dan, what are your thoughts on that match?
That was actually quite a good dual powerhouse match. You know, two big strong guys going against each other. You know, trying to do a lot of damage in a different environment. It could have been a bit more of a hard-hitting affair with a few accoutrements involved in the match as well. But for what it was, where it wasn't terrible.
I thought it was quite good stuff, yeah. Well, we move on. It's after that, points-wise, it's 5-all as we head into our next match, which is for the WWE Championship. And your WWE Champion, Kofi Kingston, coming out here. Look at the fireworks. That is an awesome entrance to have, wherever you are, you know, just as kind of visually. But what have you thought of the build-up? Because it's Dolph Ziggler instead of Kevin Owens. He's come back and shocked the world.
Well, you know, he's come back and he says basically, it should be me. It should be me in Kofi Kingston's position. I have been here just as long as Kofi has. I've had, a title run beforehand, and I've won a Money in the Bank briefcase, but I still deserve more than Kofi Kingston deserves. Rightly so, Dolph Ziggler does deserve a lot. He is a great, great asset to the company. And if you don't use him, you're going to lose him.
Exactly.
But these two guys, I think these two should have a very, very good match. They're both capable athletes. It has been enjoyable.
It's not bad because, Kofi and Ziggler face each other more times than anybody else on a WWE pay-per-view, which, is a great statistic about that. And also, when it comes to championship matches, this is for the WWE title, Dan.
Well, James, you fact me, so I'm going to fact you back just as hard. Ziggler won the US title from Kofi in 2011 and the Intercontinental title from Kofi in 2010. Can he win the WWE title from Kofi in 2019?
Well, it'd be interesting to see, these men, like I said, have faced each other so many times when it comes to pay-per-view. They would know each other inside out. If you count the house show matches that they had, they faced each other at least 1,000 times.
At least 2,000 times.
So, prediction-wise, Dan, who have you gone for in this match?
I have gone for and still champion Kofi Kingston.
I too have gone Kofi Kingston in this match. I just see it as a way to have someone in so Kofi can beat them and just move it along, So, and Ziggler here got the American flag on his trunks. Is that a Arabian crowd, maybe?
Oh no, because one of the Lucha House Party had Andrade had Mexican coloured trunks.
Yeah, I suppose.
Kofi Kingston's got Jamaican coloured trousers on.
And of course, let's not forget Kofi Kingston has been in Ghana in his hometown recently, showing off the W Championships. Maybe I might be off the ball a little bit, but that was a nice start by Kingston.
Yeah, jumping over Dolph Ziggler, hitting a spinning back elbow. He's going backed up in, shot to the face, working the midsection of Ziggler as well now.
Let's not forget Ziggler's been away for so long as well. We haven't seen him since the Royal Rumble, so you've got to wonder about ring rust when it comes to that.
Concentrating on his stand-up comedy career.
But a lovely drop kick there, getting Kingston on the button, but can't even get a one. Now Ziggler just raking the eyes, going to go for the net breaker.
Here's on Kingston, goes for the cover. 2. No, only a 2 count.
2.
So what are your thoughts on Dolph Ziggler and James? I mean, we saw his brief run with Drew McIntyre, and then he's kind of left to focus on his stand-up career. They should do with Dolph.
I think they've dropped the ball with Dolph in the past. I think that's what we say. How popular he was by the kind of the hardcore fan base. His Money in the Bank cash-in probably one of the loudest pops of all time due to injury and kind of what happened to him. Never really had that spot and was never thought of as a main event talent, which I think Ziggler could have been, and maybe there was too many comparisons to other people and what he could do. But a fully motivated Ziggler could still be a main event player, I feel, in the WWE, especially if people like Kofi Kingston are getting a chance now to actually show that they belong at this level. It makes sense for Ziggler to move up with him, and even with a feud, so he still could be used a lot. But Ziggler wants his own independence, so I think that makes sense. But it seems to fit into perfectly. I think the bigger picture for Ziggler is that if he can come and go as he pleases, and like I said, if WWE wanted to go to AEW, then they can keep him around and just use him as they want. As for Kofi Kingston, Dan, what do you think about him in a New Day? Do you think we're going to see anything from the fallout of his WWE title run?
I'm not sure. It would certainly make things interesting. Someone like Big E or Xavier Woods saying, look, you've had your chance, I want my opportunity, I want a match against you. And we could have something like that. Or if Kingston continues his feud with Dolph Ziggler, what would Big E's kind of perspective be on that? Because, as we're aware, Big E used to be the henchman for Dolph Ziggler when he was Mr. Money in the Bank. Would Langston be conflicted in some way?
It would be good if they could pull that from the past and say this is actual, before New Day happened, this is what went before. In WWE don't do a lot of that, do they? And I think there's a problem when they look at things and use things from the past and maybe try and make that more into play if you have got history rather than trying to make new feuds all the time. It's nice that Ziggler and Kofi can talk about their kind of feuds they've had over the Intercontinental title and the US title leading to this. And Ziggler's been in control of this the past couple of minutes, just keeping Kofi down. But Kofi getting back to his feet, responding with the right hands. Ziggler having a good time as the Irish whips Kofi.
Sternum first into the turnbuckle. Whiplash effect there Oh, Dolph Ziggler.
And there's Xavier Woods there, playing a tune, trying to get Kofi back into it.
And I know these guys are getting paid a lot, but do you think the heat is actually stifling her?
It might be. It's weird because at WrestleMania, I'm sure there was kind of like fans who, why couldn't they do the same here in Saudi Arabia if it's affected them that much? Because even Ziggler looks, like you say, it's slowing him down a little bit, isn't it, you know?
Yeah. The Kingston fighting back with his controlled fury. Boom. Jumping clothesline takedown. The New Day boom drop.
And Kofi might be looking to end things now.
It's like set on Trouble in Paradise. No, Dolph Ziggler half stepping out the ring, luring Kingston in and hitting him with a back elbow. Plants him with a DDT. 1, 2.
No.
Yeah, 2 count.
2. Well, Woods' cheerleader looking on. He nearly saw Kofi losing that title. And maybe Ziggler would look for having someone in his corner. He's usually have that. You talk about, you know, Big E and people like that in the past. Vicky Guerrero.
AJ.
So maybe Ziggler might be looking if he's around more full time to get someone like that.
Or the rest of the Spirit Squad.
Yes. Oh, of course, recently McIntyre as well as Kofi gets sent into that ring post.
I'm not sure with the green and yellowy kind of trunks and a blue t-shirt together.
And now Ziggler shouting at Kofi like we've seen with the Hills tonight. And now Ziggler's got Kofi up on top. And he's going to look to superplex.
Perch on the top, but Kingston's holding on with his legs. Trying to fight out as much as he can from Ziggler. Headbutt from Kofi. Drops Ziggler to the mat. Kingston looking to go flying cross body. Ziggler rolls through. 1, 2.
Oh.
No. Kofi with a kick out.
Oh. Looks like Ziggler went for the famous, but got caught by Kofi.
Backslide though from Ziggler. Rolls him up, but only a 2.
2.
Roll up for Kofi, only a 2.
2.
Roll up for Ziggler, only a 2.
2. And now Ziggler gets caught.
SOS. 1, 2. No.
Oh, this time Ziggler managing to kick out.
Ah.
You got to feel for Charles Robson as well. He's working as hard as anybody else for a black man. Ziggler on the apron. Kofi runs into a knee.
Oh, Kofi sidesteps Ziggler though. Sends him to the outside.
And now Kofi's going up. He's looking to hurt Ziggler.
Back first.
Oh.
Takes out Ziggler. I think he might have hurt himself in the process as well.
Well, he went back blind, and it must have been at least 12 foot in the air.
15 foot up. Dolph sending Kofi back first into barricade, and then back first into the steel steps.
Oh, Woods caught.
He was just trying to help Kingston up, but he gets caught with a super kick.
I don't think Woods was doing anything wrong, but Ziggler made a mistake there, and Kofi now on a fury. The crowd is dead for this one as well.
Looking for a shot, but Ziggler ducks, looking for trouble in paradise, but Ziggler moves out of the way. Oh! Woods with a step up enziguri to Ziggler. Trouble in paradise, and the free for Kingston.
Wow, and just like that, Kofi wins and retains. Well, to be fair, Ziggler did attack Woods and not the other way around, so I haven't really got a problem with that. Very basic match, like it felt, didn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know, like run-of-the-mill stuff. Still not bad considering the talent on the show, but again, could have been, I think, a lot better, you know. Any thoughts, Dan?
No, you know, I completely say, I completely see what you're saying, but you know, I know Ziggler hit Woods first, but you know, Woods kicking Ziggler in the face behind the rest. Really,
It's a bit heelish way, isn't it?
it is a bit un-New Day from New Day.
It's a bit Shane O'Mac, you know. So, but after that, we both get a point, and it's 6-all with only 2 matches left. So our next match is the Battle Royals. The fireworks go off as the Miz comes out here, and the Miz is in this one, and the Miz is looking to win, and I think he damn well should. But Dan, do you list the competitors for us?
I can indeed. Yes, we have Akam, Akira Tozawa, Ali, Apollo Crews, Bo Dallas, Brian Kendrick, Buddy Murphy, Cedric Alexander, Cesaro, Chad Gable, Kurt Hawkins, Curtis Axel, Dash Wilder, Drew Gulak, EC3, Eric Young, Eric, Heath Slater, Humberto Carrillo, Ivar, Jay Uso, Jimmy Uso, Jinder Mahal, Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, Matt Hardy, Mike Kanellis, Mojo Rawley, Mansoor, No Way Jose, Only Lorcan, Otis, Rezar, Ricochet, Robert Roode, Rowan, Rusev, Samir Singh, Samoa Joe, Scott Dawson, Shelton Benjamin, Shinsuke Nakamura, Sin Cara, Sunil, The Miz, Titus O'Neil, Tony Nese, Taka, Xavier Woods, and Zack Ryder.
Well, I got to say, Ben, of that talent, I've got to go for my man, Buddy Murphy, in this one. Dan, what about you?
I am going to go for
Mike Kanellis?
Mike Cuntitchy. I'm going to go for the Swiss Superman, Cesaro.
Cesaro. Well, the last coming out here and singing a tune as well. Titus came down. Be very careful.
He did, yes, even stopped briefly before the entranceway.
Dear.
And good night. And the Miz has heard enough of Elias's singing, attacks him and throws him into the ring. And this match gets underway.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Well, I know who I want the first to be eliminated.
Mojo?
Yep. Oh, wait a minute. No. Singh Brother's in trouble there.
So is Jinder Mahal, but Sunil and Samir both being elevated, both being thrown over. So's EC3's been eliminated as well.
Oh, there you go. Just incredible.
There goes Carl Anderson.
Oh.
Eric Young. There's Humberto Carrillo.
Well, Ricochet's there. He's one of the biggest. Murphy, come on, son.
Oh, God.
Go on,
Eliminate
buddy.
him.
Stay. Mike Calais might have been eliminated. Oh, there goes Luke Gallows.
Luke Gallows, he's gone. Heath Slater's gone. He's got kids, you know. The Miz is getting double-teamed by a member of the Revival and Zach Hawkins. Kurt Hawkins.
I like the fact Matt Hardy's wearing kind of like old-school Hardy outfit.
Yeah.
And there goes Akira Tozawa.
Oh, dear. There goes Bo Dallas.
I think only
He's entering quite quickly.
Only Lorcan's gone.
He's got Seth Rollins on the outside.
Kendrick, isn't it?
It is, Brian Kendrick.
It's nice to see the Authors of Pain back together as well.
It is indeed, yeah.
And there's your man Cesaro in the centre of the ring at the moment.
That's good, as long as he's not being eliminated like No Way Jose.
And Gulak's been at the bottom rope for a long time.
Mojo's gone.
Oh, that's a shame.
So's Kendrick. No one even noticed him even in there.
Oh, fucking hell, buddy.
Buddy hanging on again. That's the second time we've seen in trouble. Robert Roode, he's nearly going.
Oh, there's your Cruiserweight champion getting eliminated from the Battle Royal.
Yes. Ali hanging on. Elias and Tucker Knight going at it.
So there's two Erics in there then.
Eric Young and Eric from War Raiders Viking.
And Eric Rowan.
Eric Rowan. Three Eric.
Three Erics. Eric's a popular name.
Eric Shun.
Well, there's Robert Roode in the corner, just playing it safe at the moment.
Oh, this is a standoff. Heavy Machinery, Viking War Raiders experience, and Authors of Pain.
And here we go. All six men going for it. Big balls, big hosses.
He comes back from his knee injury.
I'll see that, Tucker.
And the Authors of Pain eliminate Tucker Knight, Eric and Ivor, or Hanson and Rowe.
Oh, Authors of Pain's gone.
Akam's gone. Razor follows him.
And that's showing who the dominant team is at the moment.
Oh, because Otis Dozovic is still in there. The big Doze. And, who's that hiding under the ring? Titus O'Neil. Mr. World Slade. Hoorah, hoorah, hoorah.
And he might just win this.
As he takes down Eric and Ivor.
And Shelton Benjamin, remember him?
It is a bit of a melee in that ring at the moment. Is there too much going on?
Yeah, it's awful. They just need to clear the ring a little bit and just... Oh my God!
Titus O'Neil's eliminated both members of the War Raiders Viking experience.
Well, he might just win this one here.
Hoorah, hoorah, hoorah.
Oh.
Shelton Benjamin looking to low bridge Titus O'Neil.
Oh, there's
Ali hanging on for dear life. Robert Roode trying to get rid of him from the match. There we go.
Finally with a spot, Benjamin.
Oh, running knee lift takes out Titus O'Neil. Shelton Benjamin might be a dark horse in this match.
Well, the Usos in there as well. They've been a bit quiet. And it's Usos versus, one half the tag team champions.
Woods eliminates Buddy Murphy.
Oh, my man. My man's gone. All right, my new pick, Kurt Hawkins then. I've always liked Kurt in this match.
My man's still in it, Cesaro.
If we don't. And Benjamin hung up on top by Matt Hardy. He's gone.
Eliminates him with a twist of fate.
And now it's Rusev Cesaro going at it.
And Hawkins going against Samoa Joe.
Yeah. Oh, go on, Hawkins. Oh, no.
Hawkins done. No, Zack Ryder saves his partner.
Well done, son. Oh. Well, Ryder's gone, but Hawkins.
Who's your third pick?
All right. Robert Roode, of course. I've got to go for him. He's glorious.
He's already been eliminated.
No, he's in the corner there. With Elias.
He's got rid of his moustache. Because like you, James, he was ridiculed and mocked for having a stupid moustache.
Would you leave me and him alone? Your former NXT champion. He's still got his goatee, though.
He didn't have a goatee, he had a beard.
Beard?
He had Gable with his haircut. I didn't even recognise him. Revival working together over one of the Usos. Jinder Mahal there fighting for it in the corner. Where's R-Truth?
Well, he did fly over here, but maybe he's just taking it easy.
He just flew over for that 24/7 spot.
Oh.
Gable's gone. Nakamura. Oh, he got dropped by Apollo Crews.
But Rusev with a kick, and now Nakamura eliminate Crews.
Ali and Ricochet. That'd be quite a tag team to be going against.
Well, the biggest men are still in there. I think Samoa Joe and Eric Rowan.
Elias isn't a small fella himself.
And of course, my pick, Robert Roode. Miz, why are you trying to go for my pick? We were friends once. Or Jinder trying to get rid of Ricochet.
And Ricochet eliminating a former WWE champion.
And Uso now, Jimmy and Scott Dawson just exchanging.
Dash and Cesaro go at it. Nakamura really can Kane. Rusev turns his attentions to Rowan. Samoa Joe trying to eliminate Dozovich. Nakamura and Rusev both working together trying to eliminate Big Doze, who fights out of it.
No, they're going to try to double team him. And he runs through both men. And there we go. It's a caterpillar and a double elbow. Show me didn't nip up from that.
Oh, yeah! But Rowan takes him out and eliminates him from the Rumble.
Well, Woods tried there, but Rowan just too big.
Rowan catches a hand. Got the iron claw. Plants Woods.
Well, Kofi was successful earlier, but I don't think Xavier Woods is going to be now.
It's dropped over the top rope.
Right on to Big Doach. And the Usos.
Dual super kicks eliminates Rowan. And the Revival eliminate the Usos. Twist of fate to Dawson.
And there goes Wilder. And now Dawson caught with a twist of fate.
He's gone. Yes, Cesaro eliminates Matt Hardy. You the man.
And now here Alexander going to get rid of Cesaro.
No, Cesaro turning it around.
Oh, Cedric hanging on to the apron. Oh, lovely back elbow there by Alexander.
Look at the fireman's carry lift. Cesaro over the top right now. Rake to the eyes. Stops that. Sweeps the legs. Just use him as a baseball bat. Take out everyone else in the ring.
And there we go.
Catapults Alexander out of the ring. Yes, Cesaro. You the man.
And now Sin Cara's in.
Cesaro reverses it. Oh, Hez's takedown. Nakamura straight onto it. Oh, these two guys working together. Nakamura and Cesaro.
But Sin Cara managed to hit Hurricane on Nakamura.
And takes down Cesaro. King. Ah!
Nakamura takes out Sin Cara. And we haven't had that in a long time, have we?
What was that? Sorry.
And then Sin Cara he's straight up from that and eliminates Nakamura. Wow. But Rusev, though, eliminates Sin Cara, so that makes things better.
And The Miz eliminates Rusev.
Oh, for fuck's sake. And now my pick, Robert Roode's still in there.
Looking to eliminate The Miz, but he gets hit with a couple of back elbows.
Glorious!
No, Miz turns it around.
Oh.
Skull-crushing finale attempt blocked by Rude.
Ah, Roode's all right. Here we go.
Eliminates The Miz. No, Miz hangs on.
Here we go. Oh.
Oh.
No!
Hey!
Rude's got one. Miz is my pick.
Go on, Cesaro.
No, don't you dare.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. Oh. Go
Miz
on,
with a
Miz.
backslide.
That's it, Sam.
Fighting off Cesaro and Elias.
There you go, Miz, with the kicks. And look at the crowd on their feet. More so than they've been at any other moment in the night.
Cesaro ducks it. Throws out The Miz.
No. Miz holding on. Fights back. Oh, no.
Elias.
All right, Miz is gone. My pick, Samoa Joe then. Can't be wrong with him.
We got 6 men left.
Oh, my God.
Ali, Monsieur, Ricochet, Samoa Joe, Elias, and Cesaro.
Yeah, Joe's got this. Yeah. Well, maybe someone haven't noticed is Mansoor from NXT, and he's gone right after my pick, Joe, and that's the end of you, son.
Elias working over Ali. No, he gets caught with a drop kick. Cesaro, is he going to eliminate Ricochet? Please don't. Please don't. Please don't.
Oh, Ricochet.
Throws Ricochet to Ali. Chucks him over to the outside. He gets caught by both Ricochet and Ali. Rolling in X Factor. And then Ricochet takes him out.
A great teaming up between the two, but Joe there, clubbing blows.
Just runs through both Ali and Ricochet. Double Kaklina clutch on both of them.
And now Ali's going to go out.
No, hanging on for dear life.
Forearm.
Go on, Ricochet.
Yeah, good luck with that, Ricochet.
Oh, Ricochet gets chopped his life.
And there you go. I think inadvertently saved Ali, but going to get eliminated himself.
No, Ali and Ricochet teaming up on Joe.
And, fuck off. Joe's in trouble.
Go on, guys.
No.
Take him out.
Yes! Oh, for fuck's sake. All right, Mustafa Ali then. That's my pick. He's just eliminated my pick, Samoa Joe. Fucking hell. I can't believe that.
He's taking both out.
No, he's not. Oh, no!
Yes!
All right.
Cesaro. Scissor rope.
Hey, eliminated. All right, I'm going Elias.
I'm going to change my pick to Mansour then. My second pick. How many is this for you, James?
No, it's not. I'm
7.
not going to pick. Well done, Elias.
Elias is the pick of destiny.
Oh my God. I know it doesn't count, but part of me still wants to win.
Super kick from Mansour.
And he's
No, Elias turns it around, but Mansour hangs on. He goes low, flicks Elias out, and the Saudi Arabian has won in Saudi Arabia.
Oh my God.
Who would have thought that?
That's probably the biggest popular night, really, for Mansour winning that. Well, we didn't see it coming, but my God. Nice moment. Look at that. Celebrate with a crowd. Dan, what are your thoughts on that Battle Royal?
Plus the fuck. Doing it for the cheap pop. I don't know, take your pick.
I quite like that. I mean, yeah, there's a lot going on, but it's still quite fun in a way. I don't know if we made it more fun, or the fact is, and to tell the story of a guy to win it, at least it makes sense. At least it's not Strowman getting a fucking trophy or some shit like that. Do you know what I mean?
That is true, yeah. That is very true.
But maybe we'll look at the positives.
shaking hands with Mansour.
Well, what a moment it is for this young man to get the victory here tonight. And, of course, we got 6-all leading into our final matchup.
And there was actually 51 men in the 50-man Battle Royal, by the way, just for those keeping count.
So, Dan, what did Mansour have to say?
He said it was a big dream of him to win in his hometown. He was born in Jeddah. He's going to die in Jeddah. Nah. He was born in Jeddah. He said, this is his dream, to win a Battle Royal in his hometown. And it is a great honour and a privilege for him.
Without a shadow of a doubt, it is a big moment. But up next, it's the main event. And it's The Undertaker versus Goldberg. So it's the main event, and it is Undertaker Goldberg. And what are you thinking of this match, Dan, as we heard the announcement? We were at the O2 when you got the announcement on your phone, weren't we?
Yes. Yes, we was. I informed the two guys that were sitting in front of us. This has the match. If it goes very short, it could be good. It could make one person look very, very good. If it goes over 5 minutes, then oh dear. Yeah. But both these guys have passed it. Well, they got a combined age of 106.
Yes.
Yes, they have both got a huge legacy left in their respective companies. Like Goldberg with his huge undefeated streak in WCW, Undertaker with his streak at WrestleManias. But this match should have taken place 15 years ago. Yeah,
without doubt. This is the missed opportunities, and they're just waiting too long afterwards. Like the things where they did with Sting and Triple H, and just it's dream match, but it's we'll see what happens with it. It could be a fantastic match, and we'll be like, oh my God, let's create a Legends Championship. Talk about this. We are one match left. Prediction wise, Dan, as Goldberg's coming out, who have you gone for in this match?
Well, James, everything is on the line in this match. Hopefully you have gone the same as me. I have gone for Goldberg.
Goldberg. In this one, I have gone for The Undertaker.
Oh, so let's hope it's a double DQ or no finish.
We both draw, it'd be nice. But the weird thing is that I think, if let's just have a positive look at it. Both of these are guys from our youth who reasons why we watch professional wrestling in some way or another. Before I go off about The Undertaker, Goldberg for you, what was the impact like seeing him?
Well, it was just someone who was just sheer dominance and brilliance. I mean, you've kind of picked up on it as we've been going back 20 years watching WCW, seeing him from 97 just on his complete dominant streak, winning a championship, and then both pissed off that he gets very underutilized throughout the latter parts of WCW. With the right booking and the right way, Goldberg could have been a very huge star. He's not as marketable as The Undertaker, because I think The Undertaker is more well known than Goldberg, but you can't discredit one.
Yeah, I think the problem is with Goldberg, and if they sort their problems out back in 2003, 2004, then maybe he could have had a career up until maybe 2010. Instead of doing it the other way around, and I know the Lesnar thing was considered a success, but I was surprised as anybody that Goldberg was coming out to face, especially someone like The Undertaker. But the Undertaker for me was a guy who was just kind of legendary. Like, even when I was a little kid, he was wrestling, and I always thought there'd be a time when he'd retire, and it's getting to a point now where it's like,
retire.
Please retire soon, because like
the longer he goes, the more tarnished his legacy is getting.
But obviously it's like special about his entrances and everything like this, as we're getting the Druids.
Yes, and it's 100 degrees there, and they're carrying flaming fucking torches. I mean, I fucking feel for these poor guys.
Yeah.
And there's probably some of these was the early eliminations from the Battle Royal.
Yeah, got their head covered. But this is, WWE have not created a character like this since, and this is what they're missing out on, and this is what you need to do by creating stars.
But there does get a point where the Undertaker kind of needs to, I don't know, in some way pass his legacy off to someone. They've got loads of caskets. There's a couple.
No.
But I think the Undertaker needs to pass his legacy off. He kind of done that in parts to Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar when they defeated him at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I think as soon as the streak came to an end, something did change the Undertaker. I think the performances afterwards as well took a nosedive if it was time, but you would say after WrestleMania 29, he was never... sorry. After WrestleMania 30, he was never really the same. And even in that match, it didn't go right, did it? And we've kind of seen that side of the Undertaker since.
But, as you say, if you're getting paid at least a couple of million...
And you got to think, it's not just, money might be an issue, but Vince McMahon is probably going to the Undertaker and say, please, I need you. That's what he said to Triple H in the past. Like, I've got no one else that I can rely on. The Saudi Arabians, make a list, and Undertaker's the top of the list. Well, he's got to be a part of it, so...
Well, I think Vince just needs to learn how to say no.
Don't get me wrong, though, it is an awesome entrance.
Yes, and that's all it is.
Yeah.
An entrance. If we just stop it...
If we stopped it now, it would be awesome. We're making his first appearance since wrestling appearance since Saudi Arabia, where we all know what happened in that tag team match with Kane, Triple H, and Michaels.
Yes.
No, first year Undertaker's not been at WrestleMania since 2000.
On the top round.
Well, there you go. Lifts the lights and gets in, and now we're ready for the main event. And it is quite a weird spectacle to see these two guys face to face. Even on SmackDown. When they went face-to-face, it's kind of a cool moment, even though they've turned from, like, they're granddads even now, you know what I mean? It's kind of weird.
But that's the thing, it's like, the Saudi Arabians have obviously made a list, they put Goldberg at the top of it, they put Undertaker at the top of it, and it's like, they don't care about Goldberg and Undertaker, they just want to see them, which I think, I care about them enough to say, look, no more. I wouldn't put them at the top of the list.
No, but I mean, there's ways you could have them featured, and in a segment or something like that, just a spear and a jackhammer or a tombstone, and have it where I don't necessarily.
But the bell has rung.
But here we go, it's dream match, Dan. First time ever, 1-on-1.
Both men standing toe to toe. Goldberg having a good look up and down. Neither man has ever backed away from an opponent, and Goldberg slitting the throat and pointing to Undertaker.
Well, these two old gunslingers going to give their best shot, and
boom! Spear! James, what happens after the spear?
Oh, well, usually he jacks him up, hams him down, but he's waiting for the Undertaker to get back to his feet.
Boom! Second spear. Jack him up. No, 1, 2. Oh.
Fucking hell. Well, the matches like that, it'll be quite good.
Yes. Oh, Undertaker sitting up, though.
Well, after 2 spears, getting to his feet, Goldberg Irish Whip goes for the clothesline. We're going to see
breaking the grip.
We're going to see the choke slam by the Undertaker.
Goldberg trying to power out. Goes into the rolling knee bar.
And he's got the leg. That was nicely done by Goldberg there.
Really?
Well, he might have slipped a little bit, but he got it in the end. And you see the pain the Undertaker's in already.
Undertaker managing to reach out and get the bottom rope. The break has been forced. Both men up to their feet.
Going to Irish Whip the Undertaker. The crowd are going crazy. Oh my God! Well, Goldberg went in for a spear. Undertaker moved, and I think Goldberg's head went right off that ring post. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
There's a lot of blood there. Oh my word. I don't think that was meant to be, and Goldberg in serious trouble. The fans shout, this is awesome. Right, one mistake by Goldberg, and Undertaker now in complete control. Oh my God, now twisting the arm. And Goldberg's still got fight in him.
But Goldberg is losing blood by the heartbeat, and now he's going to go up for a bit of very, very, very old school.
Well, one of Undertaker's finest moves as he walks the rope, and he takes Goldberg down. I don't think Goldberg knows where he is. It's going to be chokeslam time. Undertaker grabs Goldberg round the throat.
Chokeslam.
And I've never seen the Undertaker look more mortal at the moment. You know what I mean? Even the heat looks like it really is affecting him. Goldberg struggling to get to his feet. Is it tombstone time? And he's got him in a tombstone. Oh my God! 1, 2.
And Goldberg managing to kick out. And tombstone's a very protected move. Like, you know, the Undertaker's probably one of the only people qualified enough to deliver it, but he fucking hit the top of his head on that.
I think his hand slipped a little bit and Goldberg is in serious trouble.
Not only has he headbutted the ring post, but now he's been dropped full fucking pelt on his dome.
If he didn't have concussion.
He has now.
I never thought Goldberg would vie for Johnny Gargano Award for most punishment taken in a match.
Well, it's currently in Kyle O'Reilly's hands at the minute, but...
Let's see how else Goldberg can kill himself. Oh, Undertaker misses.
Underneath. Oh, double clothesline. Both men are down. Just both stay down.
Well, I'll tell you what, if the Orton Triple H match earlier was slow, then this is kind of 1970s
This
pace.
is going backwards.
Oh, don't know. This is awesome chance. The fans are happy. This is what they've paid to see.
See, the fans don't care about the wrestlers. They care about seeing things like this. There is nothing awesome about this.
And now both men just trading huge right hands. Undertaker got the advantage now.
Goldberg dashes his cobwebs. Back first into the corner. Undertaker comes charging in. Goldberg couldn't move if he wanted to.
Oh my God. And now Snake Eyes.
He ain't ever going to get the big boot. Comes out for the spear.
Well, credit for Goldberg for reversing that. And what happens after the spear, Dan? What happened?
Well, James.
He
jacks him up.
Oh!
Drops him on the back of his neck.
Well, he didn't get all of it, but he nearly killed the Undertaker. And Goldberg going for the cover. 2.
Oh.
Well, your man Goldberg's best shot there didn't really work out.
But neither did your man, the Undertaker's best shot.
And now Goldberg calling for the tombstone.
Oh, please.
Here comes Goldberg with a tombstone.
Nope.
And Goldberg just Undertaker.
Caught by the throat.
And a big chokeslam by Undertaker. 1, 2, 3. The Undertaker wins. And he is not happy. My God. Dan, what are your thoughts?
My mum told me if I can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. So I'm not going to say anything. No, this match could have been good. But, you know, with the Goldberg headbutting the ring post and then getting spiked on his head and then nearly killing the Undertaker, I think, you know, these two guys have got to take a look in the mirror and think, you know, look, it's not worth this £2 million. I know £2 million is $2 million, but these two guys, their pockets ain't going to be empty. I don't think £2 million is going to make too much of a difference to the fucking fortunes that they've got. And you know, and as I was saying, this amount of money is definitely not worth it. For these two guys, they should just retire in peace.
Without a doubt. I mean, it is a damn shame what we've seen here in that match. And that is it for Super Show. Happy, but are we happy? I am first because I get the point for that, so I win 7-6. And I get the pay-per-view points. It goes 6-1 overall. But we move back to the start of the card, all the way to kick-off, and the Revival versus Usos. Dan, what are your thoughts?
It wasn't terrible. It could have been an extra 5 minutes. Probably would have made it an even better match. But for what it was on the show, I think it seemed like all these wrestlers were phoning it in.
I think without a doubt, you know, I think we could have seen a lot better in that match if they'd been allowed a bit more time. But again, not a bad kick-off match. And then we had Rollins versus Corbin. Oh, sorry. Scores 3 out of 5.
I gave that a 3.5 out of 5.
Rollins Corbin 3.5 out of 5 for me. Not a bad match again between the two. We've seen worse from Corbin, but I like the Lesnar thing at the end with him looking a little bit weak and Rollins getting actually one over on the hill.
Yeah, Corbin, I think he's starting to look a bit more better. He's kind of reevaluating his stuff and he's coming out a bit stronger. Seth, he's definitely a dependable wrestler and he does look very strong, especially the way he handled Brock Lesnar.
CM versus Balor.
A very good match. That was a very good match. Both of these guys have loads of potential. Both of these guys have the ability to put on an absolute barn burner of a match as well. I gave that a 4.
4 out of 5. I gave it 3.5 out of 5. Not bad. And CN looked good. Shane versus Reigns. What the fuck happened there? McIntyre getting involved. It was an awful match. And Reigns should never look so weak to go against Shane, or Shane should never look so strong. Dan?
No. Shane shouldn't be winning a match against Reigns. I gave that a 2.5.
Yeah, me too, 2.5. And then another great match, Lars versus the Lucha House Party.
Well, Sullivan didn't look as strong as he would have done in a DQ finish. I mean, he wiped the floor with Lucha House Party, so why not get the pin, either stack all three of them up on top of each other, and just look as impressive as that. If you're going to have a bloke beating three guys, you don't want to have him winning it by DQ because the face team cheated, or not cheated, but got themselves disqualified. I mean, what is the fucking point in that?
What was your score?
I gave that a 3 out of 5.
I gave it a 2 out of 5. I just not good at all. Triple H versus Orton. I thought this was a match of finishers towards the end, and I enjoyed it for what it was, and it was a lot better than probably most elsewhere on the card. What are your thoughts, Dan?
I thought it was a good match for what it was. Maybe about 5 minutes too long. They could have cut out a few of the rest holds, but on a match, as a match goes, it was enjoyable.
What was your score?
4 out of 5.
I gave that 3 3/4 out of 5. And then we have Braun versus Lashley. I thought this was good stuff between two big. If I'm watching two big guys going at it, I want to see big power moves, and that's what you saw in this match. There's a couple of bits where it looked, they're quite equal between the two. Strowman getting the victory was right, but I don't know what to do in either man. But I liked it. I gave it 3.5 out of 5.
Yeah, I gave that 3.5 out of 5 as well. Two could have better matches.
Without doubt, and hopefully get given more time and work, And then Dolph versus Kofi for the WWE title.
It was a bit of a basic match. It could have been better. I'm still not sure how I feel about the face team using a sneak maneuver to get the victory. I think that kind of impedes Kingston a bit.
Yeah.
I know it sets up like their cage match, but still,
It's like the Corbin getting caught with a roll up with a referee kind of early as well. It's kind of making sure that they can eke out another match between each man as well. I
gave it a 3.25.
Yeah, I gave it 3.25 as well. Basic. Crowd was dead during it, weren't they? Yeah. Picked up during the Battle Royal. I thought it was too much. Not a bad ending, but I thought quite enjoyable.
Well, there was far too much going on at the start of it. It was good when we was down to about 10, 20 wrestlers. You could kind of see, and then you had their little spots, Otis with the caterpillar, Cesaro with the swing, and then, the little standoff between the 6 guys as well. That was quite fun and enjoyable. I gave that a 3.
I gave that a 3.25 as well. Again, like you said, not bad. And then Taker vs Goldberg. It's kind of weird because, if it had a 5 rating, and as the match went on and it was slowly just ticking away, it's lucky that they finished on a chokeslam. Otherwise, it would have literally ended with kind of 0-2 minus 3 between the. But for me, to see Goldberg and Undertaker in the ring, even though it's killing them, I didn't mind it as a spectacle, and that's fucked up.
For a spectacle, yes. But you could have had Undertaker working with someone who's a bit more younger and safer. Same with Goldberg. It could have been a better match. Even Undertaker working against Orton or Triple H, and then vice versa. Goldberg going against Orton or Triple H. It would have been better for both men involved.
Yeah.
But it looked painful. They're both looking old. Far too many botches for a match involving The Undertaker and Goldberg, for my liking.
What was your score? I wasn't too bad with it, because like I say, it wasn't the worst match of the night for me, weirdly enough. I didn't like Lars Sullivan versus Lucha, but I gave it 2.5.
I too gave it a 2.5.
2.5. Alright, so rating overall, I'll go first for this one. Match of the night was Triple H Orton for you then, yeah?
Yeah, that was, even though 2 of them got 4, I think, peaked.
Yeah. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. It's not a bad rating, but if you missed this pay-per-view, you didn't miss really anything. And people won't believe you if you said Shane McMahon beat Roman Reigns anyway, so it doesn't really matter,
I'm going to give it a 7.25. I think this match was just literally put on for the people of Saudi Arabia. I mean, having Mansoor, a man who we've seen wrestle in NXT once, maybe twice, winning the 50-man Battle Royal over names that legitimately could have won it. Goldberg and Undertaker, whatever that was. A failed cash-in from Lesnar. I mean, it had everything that Saudi Arabian fans wanted, seeing all these wrestlers, but it didn't deliver in the ring at all.
No, I completely agree with you. No, it's a shame, but we'll try again for Stomping Grounds anyway. But that is it. And don't forget our next episode is WNR227, WWE Network Review for June. But that is it now. Don't forget you can follow us on Twitter at WWE Network Review or
at Vince McDahon WWE.
I'm at John_Rowlands. Across all the Google platforms, send us an email at WNRpodcast@gmail.com. We're on Facebook.
Yes, Facebook. Come and find our page and give us a like with the WWE Network Review podcast. Or you can come and find me and add me as a friend. I am Vince McDahon.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel, WWE Network Review Podcast. We've got clips on there. Podcasts go up on YouTube, same time as other places like SoundCloud. We're also on Spreaker Radio, where we're live, Stitcher Radio and iTunes. We can download, subscribe, rate and review there.
But that's not it, James. We're also at the WNRpodcast.com, and that website should be up around SummerSlam.
Yeah.
It's getting closer. The clocks are ticking.
Well, find all the updates on Instagram, the WNR Podcast, there on the website. But that is it. Like I say, next podcast is WWE Network for June. I have been James Rowe, joined by
Dan White.
Thanks for listening, everybody, and bye.
Bye.